The Manitoba Writing Project and ELL instruction. ELL instruction is more than just an attitude or approach to teaching. It is fundamental to a socially just and equitable education in our multicultural context. By ignoring the integrity of home languages and favoring English as the sole academic language, teachers run the risk of cultural discrimination and marginalization. Whether explicit or implicit in intent, the damage that an ignorant or apathetic teacher inflicts on the confidence and development of a student is substantial. We can catch a glimpse of these effects from writers like Joanne Doughty, Lisa Delpit, and Victoria Purcell Gates. These authors are a few of the many who express the isolating and demeaning effect that linguistic discrimination can create in a school. In the essay collection, The Skin That We Speak, Doughty comments that school children are not encouraged to write in Trinidadian. It is viewed by our esteemed educators to be a dialect not fitted to the expression of higher thoughts. She goes on to describe the broad demotion of her cultural traditions as a second-class form of knowledge. Her story, like many others, reflects the damage done when a school is a place where one is merely to suppress identity and become someone that they are not. They are stories of ELLs falling victim to forced assimilation, cultural invasion, and shame. It is easy enough to acknowledge the need for linguistic equality, but it is another thing to implement it in practice. As a field, Canadian education has not been immune to the growth of neoliberal economic and political currents. Recent recessions and the growth of international competition have prompted a public call for back-to-basics instruction and increased control over teacher practice. Rather than addressing the growing ethnic and linguistic diversity of Canadian schools by using an equally diverse approach, these interest groups instead advocate for a uniform approach to produce reliable results. As a result, teachers are feeling the pressure to provide equity and sensitivity while producing marketable skills that can be displayed on standardized tests. A viable approach to these very demands can be found in the practice of the Manitoba Writing Project. Their aim has been to emphasize writing around topics of social justice in a way that incorporates the culture, language, and passions of students. By writing, and writing a lot, students can develop practical English literacy skills in projects which simultaneously affirm their linguistic, cultural, and political identities. The Manitoba Writing Project was formed in 2012 and 2013 by University of Manitoba professors coordinating with the American National Writing Project. It consists, at its core, of summer institute courses offered to Manitoban teachers. These intensive 2-week courses and year-long cooperations bridge the divide between school teachers and university researchers. The result is an authentic dialogue and exchange of ideas and instructional practices. Additionally, a major focus is the collaborative design of pedagogy projects, which are used throughout the following school year. These projects have varied widely. They have included the creation of multilingual identity texts in middle schools, which involve the creation of autobiographical books using both standard English and home languages. Another, done by students at an elementary school, collaboratively created an artifact book that displayed their individual cultures as well as their similarities to one another. An unintended and heartening result of this particular project was the creation of new friendships between students and parents who had never even met one another. A project led by a high school comprehensive focus teacher involved a semester-long book club where students could choose texts appropriate to their reading level but still linked with big themes like self-expression, social justice, and protest. The aim of most of these is to enhance literacy skills to a point where an authentic, intercultural, and even multilingual dialogue can be formed by previously isolated groups or individuals. In the day-to-day, MBWP methodology emphasizes deep practice of reading and writing skills, an intensive process made possible and relevant by its orientation towards real-life issues and passion projects. The regular organization of genuine audiences, ranging in each case from school assemblies to parents, administrators, and electronic and print publications, can motivate students to produce quality work through rigorous development. Fundamentally, the success of this methodology for ELL students is its foundation on differentiated reading and writing. Rather than prescribing a set of uniform assignments and assessments that can leave struggling students behind, these teachers allow for diversity in academic development and English proficiency. This process helps to mitigate the isolating effects schools can have on their students when their home languages and any prior knowledge are dismissed. Projects are not designed with stringent structure and instead provide room to fine-tune tasks to a level appropriate to a larger number of students. In a time when students are writing less and less, these teachers hope to bring the practice to the forefront with a newfound sense of purpose and relevance.